Hi everybody, hi Mia. So today I'm going to try my hand at making some D&D terrain. Now I've watched exactly two and a half videos on YouTube, so obviously I'm now an expert. But the one video I did find was someone who's been using the same set of modular terrain tiles for years. And so I wrote down the list of what he made, and so I'm going to make those pieces following his techniques, and then I should be able to make almost any dungeon situation. So I've got pretty much everything at home. I've got a big roll of EA foam, I've got Mod Podge, and I've got paint, knife, heat gun, and tinfoil. And so I'm going to give it a crack. Okay, I am done cutting everything out. I have cut out two 12 by 12 inch grids, 4 6 by 6 inch, 12 3 by 3s, 12 2 by 6s, 12 2 by 1s. I have cut 5 doors, and I have also cut little arch-ended things, because sometimes in Dungeons and Dragons there might be a curved end if it's like a ceremonial chamber or something. I am stopping for today because my hands have gone white and are starting to go blue. So I'm going to score the inch grids and pass over them with a heat gun tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day and we're going to be cutting the 1 inch grids and everything. Now, this is a 1 inch wide ruler. The way, we don't want to cut all the way through, we just want to cut partially the way through. The way movement works in D&D is a 1 inch square is representative of 5 feet of movement. So see, it's made a slit here. Your character might have 30 feet of movement, which is how fast they can move in a round, which lasts 6 seconds. So you would move 6 spaces. Some might have more, some might have less, but everything relatively moves in an increment of 5 feet. And that's what most D&D models and miniatures are built to, that scale, so that the world makes sense. So we're going to be scoring lines like this into all of our pieces, because when we pass over the heat gun it will shrink the top, but it's not cut all the way through, which will make all of our squares stand out. Now I'll pop you into time lapse and I'll continue to cut these 1-inch squares on every piece we cut out yesterday, and I'll also find the actual in the player's handbook and I'll pop it up on screen about how the grid system and movement actually work. So the next thing we have to do is to seal these and begin painting them. And the video that I watched, he used some Mod Podge, some paints and some water. So you're going to make a loose mix of Mod Podge, paint and water and just base coat over everything, and then we will, once that's dry, get into like the detailing and stuff. And that is how I made my DIY Dungeons and Dragons terrain. It's really simple make from things I already had at home. If you don't have EVA foam at home, you can quite easily go to your Walmart or your big box hardware store or the warehouse and get those foam floor tiles that they use in workshops, or some yoga mats. You just got to make sure it's made from EVA foam and not open celled foam, but it's a really cheap, easy thing to make if you're wanting to use battle maps and Dungeons and Dragons, but you don't want to spend a lot in getting into everything. But I really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to DM my first game for my kids, and I'll see you in another video.